السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد आज का सबक सुन लीजिए.
Let us listen to the Aaj ka sabaq, which is delivered daily by Hazrat Maulana Muhammad Yunus, the son of Hazrat Maulana Muhammad Umar Palanpuri rahmatullahi alayh.
Lesson number 1012. When you go for Hajj, you must try as much as you possibly can to only go with halal, pure sustenance that you have. Person going with halal sustenance, and as he is leaving his house, he says, Labbaik, Allahumma Labbaik. He boards on his conveyance. The angels in return, they acknowledge what he has done. They give glad tidings to him, and they explain to him the acceptance that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be granting such a person. But when a person leaves his home, he is of haram, his earnings is haram, his conveyance is haram, his luggage is gotten from ill gains, then such a person, when he says, Labbaik, Allahumma Labbaik, then the angels reply, La Labbaik wa la Sa'adaik. You are not welcomed here. Your coming is not accepted. Your trip is not a trip of obedience. It's a trip of disobedience. And the farishtas, the angels, they do not accept such a person. This hadith is made mention of in Tabrani Sharif. Another hadith, very, very scary, very, very concerning to make mention of it also, where a person gets concerned and fear because it mustn't happen. It's the hadith at the end of the day. So we have to say that when a person leaves his home and he wants to perform Hajj, and the means that he uses is from ill-gotten means, it's from haram means, then that Hajj is folded up and it's taken and it's flung back in the face of such a person, because that person used haram means. So when a person goes, should try and go, use your pure sustenance and use your halal wealth to go in the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Scholars, Mufassirin have written that if a person will go with haram wealth, then the compulsion of Hajj, that means that the Hajj being farz and compulsory upon a person, he'll be relieved of that duty, but his Hajj will not be accepted. He will be relieved from the duty of him having to make a farz Hajj, because his farz Hajj will be completed, the rituals will have been completed. But the acceptance of that will not happen if a person doesn't take halal wealth and go. Imagine the person, one of the worst categories of people is that person who tries to look after the worldly conditions of others by selling his akhirat. Can there be a person who is more ill than that? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from us. Really, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't accept fake. Allah doesn't accept second quality goods. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants the best from us. We tell Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we ourselves, we don't have those qualities. That is becoming of a person to present to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala what those shortcomings Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala must accept from us. Ameen, Ameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.